Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital official YouTube channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Joss disapproves of Dex's new career choice, Cody receives good news, and Christina and Blaze talk about her becoming the new face of deception on General Hospital today. Tracy sees Terry at the hospital. Tracy tells Terry that today is her birthday, and he asks whether she has any plans. Tracy doesn't. Terry notes that although her blood work shows no problems, she does appear somewhat pale. Tracy believes that her recent lethargy is due to aging and the harsh winter. Although she couldn't reveal what the later is about, Terry may set up a conversation between her and Kevin. Tracy maintains her busy and full life means she doesn't need a shrink. But if she's depressed sometimes, it's because she lost her husband. Tracy says she's overcoming it in her own manner, and Terry acknowledges this. Terry reiterates that her numbers are good, so perhaps you should simply go out and be more active. She has to continue to move and engage with others. Tracy said she will remember her counsel. Portia discovers Heather isn't wearing her shackles in her room. Heather suggests that it's possible she lost weight after the surgery and they simply fell away. To put Heather back in her restraints, Portia calls in a nurse and a security guard. Later, Kevin and Heather meet. He starts by asking her the usual inquiries about her location and the day. She's aware that everyone believes she's stupid, but she's not. And the reason for the terrible things she did was that she felt like her blood was on fire. The only thing to do was to take drastic measures to put out the fire. Now that her hip is recovered, she can pace the yard when she returns to prison, which makes her happy. Kevin queries where she would go if he gave her the freedom to roam. After saying she would place flowers on Esm's grave, Heather realizes she isn't there and decides to offer them to Sasha, whose husband she killed. She states that she would purchase a little house with a yard for Ace if Ryan had left her anything in his will, which he did not. Why do I have to torment myself with things that are impossible? Heather sobs. Kevin believes he has enough for today and that he will return. Kevin has seen a shift in Portia after talking to her about Heather in the hallway. There has been a noticeable change since her surgery. She should tell it to someone who wasn't nearly killed by Heather, Portia advises. Tracy has an office meeting with Laura and Alexis. To enroll city employees in the GH health plan, Laura requires Terry's approval on a contract. Her concern for the health of the city employees impresses Terry. After Terry ends, Alexis requests a statement for the article. Public relations isn't Terry's thing. Terry doesn't seem to take Alexis's statement well, even though Alexis wrote it for her to approve. After giving it some thought, Terry said she'll have the hospital's PR department write something. Kevin is later encountered by Alexis and Laura, who inform him that the contracts have been delivered, sealed, and signed. When Kevin asks Laura whether she's going home, Laura responds that she should see Heather. She should find him later, he says. Laura sits down next to Heather, and they discuss Ace. Heather is curious if he will refer to Laura as Mom or Grandma. They still have time before they arrive, and Laura hasn't given it any thought. Heather is curious about his opening remarks, much as she was when she thought the same thing about Esmond. She starts to cry. Kevin talks with Alexis for a moment, seeking advice on the law. Despite her lack of legal advice, her extensive reading background allows her to offer guidance. About Heather's problems, Kevin talks in speculative terms. Alexis can tell via his attempts to conceal who he is talking about. As he describes the cobalt poisoning, she mentions that there is a method to establish a post-conviction clause that allows the case and trial to be reviewed. After overhearing, Portia intervene, hoping they aren't thinking of releasing Heather. While Portia continues to rage about Heather, Laura returns to Kevin, Alexis, and Portia. Laura perceives a shift in Heather, while Portia declares that she has deceived everyone. Speaking first, Alexis is interrupted by Portia, who yells that she no longer practices law and that she understands why she was disbarred. She doesn't give a damn about Heather's apparent change or niceness. They haven't spent much time together, so trust the family she has hurt. Portia swears that she will battle them with all of her strength if they attempt to undermine Heather's conviction. After arriving, Blaze meets Christina. Dante is doing better. Christina responds when she inquires about him. When Blaze brought up deception, she didn't want her to believe that she was withholding anything from her. She wants to clarify. They locate a seat, and Blaze apologizes for how Christina came to know of her actions. She notes that she had previously been approached by deception, but that nothing came of it, so she didn't have any expectations going in. Then it all happened in an instant. It will greatly expand Christina's demographic, and she gets it. The world of music is Blaze's, but not the world of beauty and fashion. Christina promises to have Maxie, who is excellent. Blaze is merely afraid that she won't blend in with the ideal of what is considered attractive, fashionable, and hot. All of those things, according to Christina, she is. Blaze continues, saying that her mother asks if it will be a problem for her to keep her personal affairs private. Things will work out as long as they can remain true to who they are, according to Christina. Since Blaze values happiness beyond all else, and Christina makes her happy, she volunteers to blow the agreement for Christina. It touches Christina. Cody answers his phone at the Quartermain stables, but he has left it on the table after going outside. Olivia calls. When Sasha answers the phone, she notices Olivia is calling. She says Cody isn't here and offers to take a message. Olivia notifies her that Dante is getting released, and Sasha promises to inform Cody. Olivia claims that although she had a lot going on with Dante returning home, it is Tracy's birthday, and she was going to create a cake. Although Olivia wants to pick up a cake, she asks Sasha if she can prepare dinner so that she may bring it to Dante, Sam, and the children. She offers to explain it to Sasha. When Cody gets back from the house, Sasha tells him about Olivia's call. "Woohoo!" he exclaims as he grabs and hugs her. Although he is embarrassed that he got all wet on her, he is happy that Dante is coming over. Does Olivia have any more to say, he queries. Sasha says she wanted her to start preparing chicken parmesan, but she'll find another recipe because the chicken is bad. She claims Dante helped save her, so this is the least she can do, but he calls her a good friend. He was gushing about how much he values her helping Dante. She declares that she values Cody as well. Cody gives the horse a bath and takes off his sodden clothing before Sasha returns to the home to cook. When Tracy shows up for a conversation, she gets agitated to see Cody without a shirt on and says she would like to speak with him while he is dressed. After putting on a shirt, he asks her for aid. Tracy has been reminded that she needs a horse with a pleasant disposition and an easy gait because she loves to ride but hasn't tried any of their animals. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any update.